The Irish Psychic Show, for all your psychic needs, live on Internet Radio. For your chance to get a reading with Irish Psychic, simply Skype Tarot Free or call the studio 0144 34 357. International add +353. This show is packed full of psychic readings and advice, so make sure you join the fan page. Details can be found via irishpsychic.net.
Hello, you're all very welcome to the Irish Psychic Show for March the 11th, 2013. I'm live. It's now 4 minutes past 11 here in Ireland. And if you've just joined me, you're very welcome to the show. If you would like to get a reading on the show tonight, it's pretty straightforward. All you need to do is simply comment on my main website, which is irishpsychic.net. Click on the radio tab there and you'll see where other people have asked their question. Alternatively, if you're on Facebook, all you need to do is just join the event, which was created on Friday, and it is Free Readings March the 11th. And all you need to do is just join that, invite all your friends. If they would like to listen into the show, they're more than welcome. And also comment there on the wall with your name. Sorry, not with your name because it shows up via Facebook, but with your question and your location as well. It's just important that I have your location because it's always good to find out where, the fans and the listeners are from, especially if you're, overseas in New York or some place like that. Okay, well, I'm here until 12 midnight, and alternatively as well, the telephone lines are open, so if you'd like to leave a voice message for the show, you're very welcome to do so, and the call cost is a local landline here in Ireland, so it's not going to cost you a fortune. And if you would like to leave one of those voice messages for the show, you have a 90% better chance of getting one of those readings on tonight's show by leaving a voice message. And once you dial the number, it'll say, please hold while we try to connect you. I'm in studio, so I can't answer the telephone at the moment. So it'll go straight onto the answering machine message. Leave your name, followed by your question, followed by your location as well. So all you need to do is just go, hi, my name is John, and my question is, what's in store for me for the next 3 months? And I'm located in Dublin. That's as simple as that, and then just hang up. That's all you need to do. So get your pens out, get your piece of paper out. I'm going to call out the number. And again, if you've missed this number, the details can be found on Facebook via the cover picture and also on irishpsychic.net, just up there at the top right hand corner. But the telephone number to call is, from Ireland, it's 01 443 43 57. That's 01 443 43 57. And if you're outside of Ireland, the number to call is 00353 443 43 57. And that number, once again, if you're outside of Ireland, it's 00353 443 43 57. And again, the lines are open throughout the show, and I will be taking some of those voice calls and messages throughout the show. So please do dial in now and leave your message followed by your question as well. Okay, do join me after this. It's time for another break. Continue on sending in all the questions, and I'll be answering my first question just after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
I can't hide the tears no more. All my life I've been afraid to cry. I've hidden my tears behind smiling eyes. But now I look around at everything I got, and I can't help thinking what I'm not. There ain't no woman wanna stand behind a reckless man who's living out of time. And at the end of the day, when I turn out the lights, the loneliness crawls into my mind, and I can't hide the tears no more. Can't cover up the pain inside, and I ain't gonna try to pretend that everything's alright. Can't go on this way, acting like everything's okay. Can't hide the tears no more. I'm gonna break down and cry, cry, cry. All my life I've been cold and hard. I get cut real bad and just laugh it up. But now I got the scars, won't ever heal, and I can show you exactly how that feels. They say it's only fools that cry, but I guess there ain't no big fool in that. 'Cause the weight of the world is coming down on me, and I'm that love is making me. Can't hide the tears no more. Can't cover up the pain inside of me. Ain't gonna try to pretend that everything's alright. Can't go on this way, acting like everything's okay. Can't hide the tears really breathe. Feel all twisted and bad inside, like I've been in a car wreck or a suicide. The years have taken their toll on me. I can't fight no more, I'm feeling weak. You might say I've lost, I've given up, but these tears running down my face are really blood. Can't hide the tears no more, can't cover up the pain inside. I ain't gonna try to pretend that everything's alright. Can't go this way, acting like everything's okay. Can't hide the tears no more, gonna break down and cry, cry, cry.
There you go, that was Pete Berwick and Can't Hide the Tears. Time for my first reading of the night, so if you've asked a question via the Facebook page, now is the time to perk up your ears, because I could be reading for you. And also on tonight's show, I'm going to be doing something very, very, very special, and my lips are sealed at the minute. I can't actually say anything just yet. Not that they're super glued or anything, but I just can't say anything just yet because I want you to listen in to the end of the show. So that is kind of your first hint. It's going to be towards the end of the show is where I'm going to be announcing something very, very special. But again, if you're not listening in, I was about to say it, but I can't. But if you're not listening in, I'll say no more. But just continue on listening into the show as well. Okay, so it's over to the Facebook page, and the first person that I'd like to read for, I'm just going through all the questions here. And thank you very much as well for all the people who've sent in their question for tonight's show. And I'm here until 12 midnight. And again, don't worry, if you don't get a reading on tonight's show, the next show is on Wednesday and Friday as well, same time at 11 p.m. And if you've missed any of the show, some people had to go to bed early tonight. Good for some. I'd love to be you, but good for some. And if you do miss the show, don't worry, you can catch the podcast as well, which is tomorrow or any time. You just go to irishpsychic.net and click on the date that you'd like to listen to as well. And again, please make sure that you're taking care of yourself wherever you are driving tonight. The roads are very, very icy, and here in Ireland there was snow as well, and it's going to be bad, I think, on Thursday as well. They're predicting it's going to be minus 10. And I remember last year, I think it was the year before, I can't actually remember, but it was minus 11. We were actually driving, and the gauge was actually going down and down, you know, the temperature gauge in the car, and it was minus 5, then it went to minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, and I was like, oh my god, is it really going to go any lower? And then part of me was kind of thinking, oh, just make it go lower, because I've never seen it go lower. And then it went to minus 11, and it was just unbelievable, because we've never got that weather before here in Ireland. It was, you know, it was quite shocking, being honest. And again, it's like, although it's quite nice having it lovely and cold, and you're inside and you're, you know, wrapped up with, you know, the fire, it's very, very dangerous, and that's the kind of thing that you need to remember as well. So if you are a motorist, make sure that you're taking care, make sure that you're driving slow, and don't kind of think that you can out with the, you know, the icy roads. You just can't. Make sure you're just driving slow. It's as simple as that. And even if it does take you, you know, 2 hours extra to get home, well, at least you're after, you know, getting home in one piece and you're safe. Okay, so the first person I'd like to read for is Lydia. I think I'm just going to pronounce it Lydia, because it's Lidija, and then your last name then is Komljenovic, so it's Lydia Koljenovic. I hope I pronounced it correctly, Lydia, but I'm just pronouncing you Lydia anyway. Hello from your new liker and member in Australia. I'd love a reading if guided. I'd love any guidance regarding my relationship, and when will we finally be united together in one home as a family? No problem at all, Lydia. So I'm just shuffling the cards now. And hello to all the overseas listeners as well. If you've just joined me, you're very welcome to the show. And even if you do miss the show, you can catch the podcast like I've mentioned, because again, you do have to notice the time differences with regards Ireland here, and again, if you're listening over there as well. So I'm just looking at the cards now, and this is for Lydia, and you're just requiring about any guidance towards your relationship. Right, well, it's quite interesting, the cards that are after coming up, because it's kind of more towards based on yourself, and that's kind of, usually what happens when we want something to work out, and if it's not working out with someone else, if you have kind of a different belief system, if that makes sense. That's the way Spirit is actually giving it to me at the moment, because the Tower card came up here, Lydia, and that's in the reverse position, and the King of Sceptres come up in the reverse position, and that represents you. So it's kind of like more on your side that, everything wants to kind of work out. That you want to be united together. At the moment, they're kind of saying that that's not possible. It's like if there is kind of this thing in the way that, your partner can't actually, be with you at the moment in terms of, one home and as a family. It's like if there is kind of a block, so to speak, or maybe it's a work-related thing that, you only get to see him every so often. And they're kind of saying here, don't think that it's never going to happen, because that's not the case. But you do have the Seven of Cups here, and the Seven of Cups is actually the moving card, but because it's in the reverse position here, Lydia, they're kind of saying here it's not going to happen just yet. I kind of feel that after an 8-month period you'll find out more. 8 to 9 months they're kind of giving me here, but don't kind of lose hope, and that goes for anyone who wants something to work out. Never lose hope. When there's when there's a path, there's a way, as I always say, and even if it does take longer to get there, it's worth it in the end. So I do hope that makes sense, Lydia, and thank you very much as well for sending in your questions to the show as well. And again, I do apologise for the shortness of the readings on air. I try and get through as many people as possible, but a full psychic reading with myself can be purchased via irishpsychic.net, and the readings start from €3, which is £2, which is $4. And again, all the details can be found on my website. Okay, so just going through the questions here again, and I have a gorgeous cup of tea here in front of me, so I do hope that you have a cup of coffee or a cup of hot chocolate or tea there, because it's absolutely freezing here in Ireland. The next person I'd like to read, I'm just going through all the questions here via Facebook, and it's quite hard to kind of see them because it just says that there's loads of people going, but I'm looking for the questions, so I'm still going down to the very end. And the next person I'd like to read for is Marcella Loftus. What's in store in my love life? Location Mayo. No problem at all, Marcella. So I'm just shuffling the cards, and they've just told me to stop, which is quite quick, so I'm just looking at the cards now. Right, and the cards that are after coming up here are, we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse position, which is the frustration and conflict card. We have the Ten of Cups in the upright position, and we also have the Youth of Wands there in the upright position as well. They're kind of indicating here that there is kind of difficulties around the love life area, Marcella. And like I was saying to the previous lady there, not to lose hope. It's like if, with regards to this particular person that you're with, it's like if this person is kind of causing the kind of conflicts, or it's causing kind of the issues, and I don't kind of see that this person is giving you, the kind of time of day, so to speak, and they're not kind of, prepared to have a relationship with you, is the best way of putting it. It's like if they're just kind of, messing you about and, saying 1 minute that they're interested and the next minute that they're not. So you need to be careful of that as well. You need to kind of think to yourself, look, is that what I want? If it's not, well, obviously you need to change things immediately. And the best way of changing something like that is to do an affirmation and just say, I love and approve of myself and all is well in my life. And that affirmation alone will change things, will change how you're thinking, will change kind of the attitude towards people, towards you, should I mention, because you need to be strong, and that's what they're indicating here, Marcella. So I do hope that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question as well to tonight's show. The lines are still open if you'd like to leave a telephone message for the show tonight. All you need to do is just dial 01 443 43 57, and outside of Ireland just dial 00353 1443 43 57, and all the details of those telephone line numbers can be found on irishpsychic.net. And hello there as well also to all the people in the chat room. We have Juliana Kelly, we have Lavina Quigley, and Alana Moore as well. You're all very welcome, and it's brilliant, the chat room as well via Spreaker. You can sign up via your Facebook account. I think you just click log in and it automatically creates an account, but it's a good way of keeping in touch with the show as well and finding out when the next show is on, or if you just want to listen back to a show as well. But the chat room opens up immediately. If you're on your laptop, it loads up immediately, and you can just chat away like the listeners are doing there now. So thank you very much. Time for another quick commercial break. Do join me after this, where I'll be reading Hopefully for You.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
slip away. Just stood there and watched them die. Now all that's left are the remains, chained to a world that's turning, to a fire that's burning endlessly. Chained to the ground that's crumbling, neath the sky that's tumbling down on me. And I'm chained to a heart that's screaming, to a mind that's dreaming aimlessly. And I'm chained to a love that's bleeding, to a soul that's pleading to be free.
There you go, that was Chained by Pete Burke. I do hope you enjoy that. Okay, time for another reading, so I'm just going back over to the Facebook page now. And if you've asked a question there via the Facebook page, you're very welcome to the show, and hopefully I will be reading for you. So the next person I'd like to read for is Linda Davidson, or Davidson, I think it's Davidson. So it's Linda Davidson. Hi, anything exciting going to happen to me soon? Is life always going to be this boring? And you're in Belfast. No problem at all, Linda. So I'm just shuffling the cards. And when Spirit told me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards, and I'll lay out the cards for your reading. And again, I do apologise for the shortness of the readings on air. If you'd like to purchase a private reading with myself, depending on which reading you purchase, some of those last up to 30 minutes. Okay, they've just told me to stop, Linda, and I do hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, and I'm just laying out the cards now. Right, they're showing here over the next 4 months, or after 4 months should I say, we have the Ace of Wands here in the upright position. And the Ace of Wands in the upright position, Linda, is the most positive card when this particular card comes up, especially around the 4 of coins and also the 2 of wands here. They're kind of indicating here that you need to kind of create your own happiness. I know you're kind of bored at the moment, and that can happen to a lot of people because you're kind of thinking, you know, when will life get better? And I've often found this myself, that no one makes life any better than yourself. So you kind of need to kind of grasp it with both hands and kind of think to yourself, listen, how do I want to wake up in the morning? Do I want to wake up with a smile on my face, or do I want to wake up in kind of a, bad form? Now, depending on obviously the day that it's going to be, sometimes the weather has an awful effect on a lot of people when we wake up in the morning. But instead, just before you go to sleep tonight, just say to yourself, Linda, I love and approve of myself and all is well in my life. And just by saying that to yourself, I've given that affirmation out loads of times. It creates positivity around you in terms of yourself and also with regards, the people that surround you as well. And they will even notice a change. I know it sounds totally strange. I know you may think, well, how is this going to work? But just trust me. If you say that to yourself every single day, you can say it to yourself 3 times a day if you want. Whenever it is that you want to say it, you just say it. But it's like, the card that's after coming up with this kind of most alarming is the 5 of Swords. And when the 5 of Swords comes up, Linda, usually it's kind of an escape from something because it has the window card here and the 5 swords. It's like if maybe you're feeling trapped at the moment, maybe you're kind of feeling that, life is kind of, not going on the path that you've, expected it to go on. And sometimes, we all expect great things to happen for us, and when it doesn't happen, then we can get into kind of, I'm not going to say depression, but it can get us down and it can make us feel like, we're not going anywhere in life. And it's going to be quite the opposite for you, but you need to grasp it with both hands, like I've mentioned here, Linda. So again, with the 5 of Swords here, they're kind of saying here, if there is anything worrying you, make sure you speak to someone, make sure you speak to a family member if there is any, issues going on in your life at the moment. Not that there is, but they're kind of indicating here that it's like if you hold an awful lot of your emotions inside, and sometimes it's best to let those emotions out. It's best to kind of, if there is anything, worrying you, please just tell someone rather than keep it to yourself. But I do feel over the next 4 months, because you have the 4 of coins followed by the Ace of Wands, that things will dramatically improve for the better for you. So again, it's just a matter of focusing on those next few months, getting through them and knowing that things will work out. So I do hope, Linda, that has answered your questions, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show as well. And I would love to hear your feedback. If you would like to leave your feedback, I would greatly appreciate it. All you need to do is just log on to my main website, which is irishpsychic.net, click on the Facebook feedback tab, and you'll see there an option to add your comment, and you can just simply add your comment where the rest of the fans have added their comments to the show as well. I would really, really appreciate that now if anyone has had a reading with me and didn't leave their feedback just yet. Okay, the next person I would like to read for, it's standing out to me, it's Christina Teeny Bop Phoenix. And the question that you've asked is, will I ever find the right one? So I'm just shuffling the cards now, and when they tell me to stop, Christina, I'll lay out the cards for your reading. Don't forget the lines are still open, and I will be answering at least 4 of those voice messages tonight. So depending on how many voice messages I have, if you call in the studio now, leave your name, leave your question, followed by your location as well, I may be answering your voice message on tonight's show. And the cost of the call will only be a local landline here in Ireland. It is just a Dublin-based number, so you have nothing to worry about. And the number to call is 014 43 43 57, and outside of Ireland it's 00353 14 43 43 57. And it's pretty straightforward. It'll say, please hold while we try to connect you to Irish Psychic. Obviously I'm in studio, so I'm not going to answer the telephone. And then just leave your name, followed by your question, followed by your location as well. And hopefully I will be answering those voice messages sent in by you. Okay, so I'm just laying out the cards now, Christina. And you're just answering or asking the question, will I ever find the right one? And it's quite interesting, the cards that are after coming up here, because we have the Sage card. That's one of the major cards. A major card just means that there's a higher significance placed on these particular cards. We have the 4 of Swords, that's in the reverse position. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse position. We have the 5 of Coins in the reverse position. And we also have the Youth of Cups in the upright position. And I kind of feel here with the Youth of Cups here, Christina, that it's like if you need to let go someone who's kind of still there or still kind of around you. Sometimes when you're friends with an ex, it can still have that emotional feeling attached that, oh, maybe we will get back together, maybe things will work out, and maybe he'll finally see the light of day that I am the one. Certain things like that can go through your head, but from the cards are kind of indicating that's not going to happen, and it's about time that you kind of attracted someone new into your life. And I know you're asking the question, will they ever find the right one? But they're kind of indicating here with the 4 of Swords and the Ace of Swords that it's more linked to the past rather than the future. So it's about you letting go of the past. And what I do suggest is to just do the helium balloon visualization, and if you can just imagine a helium balloon that you're holding in your hand at night time just before you go to sleep, and write down the name of that person that you'd like to let go of from your life. I don't mean let go completely, but in terms of emotionally, it's always good to let go of someone so we can attract new love in, because new love isn't going to come into our life if we're continuing holding on to the past relationships that we have. So just write down the name of the person, and then just release the helium balloon. And when you can visualize this helium balloon floating up and you no longer can see it, just say, I now release you from my life. And trust me, it really does work, Christina. So I do hope that has answered your questions, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question as well. Okay, we'll go through another question, and I'm actually going to go over to the main page now, which is irishpsychic.net. So if you've asked a question there on the radio page, hopefully I will be answering your question. Okay, the next person I'd like to read for, just going through the questions, and there is reading here from Emma Kilishi, County Longford. What will happen in the next 5 years for me? Okay, Emma, well, I'm just going to do a PPF, which stands for past, present and future reading. Again, over the next 5 years, it will be quite a long reading. And again, if you'd like to purchase a private reading for that, you're more than welcome to just log on to irishpsychic.net and click on the purchase reading tab. So I'm just looking at the cards now, and this is for a PPF. Right, what they're indicating here, Emma, you're just asking with regards to the 5 years, but I'm after doing a PPF, which stands for past, present and future instead. It's like if you feel that you're not going in the right direction in terms of maybe the job situation, or just in general, it's like if you feel that you're not, I'm going to say attached, because that's the best way that Spirit is actually putting it. It's like if, you're kind of thinking that where you are at the moment is not right for you. And, it's like if you're kind of this small little goldfish. This is the best way that they're giving it to me. It's like if you're this small little goldfish, but you want to swim big, and you can't where you are at the moment. And that's, the location that you're in. It's like if, the job situation that you want to have in your life is kind of a major job, but there's no job situations around the Longford town. And I know there's not many jobs at all, in Ireland, but they're kind of indicating here with regards to the line of work that you want to do. It's like if I see you in a bigger kind of place, a bigger town like Dublin or someplace like that. So if you were asking there with regards, is a move on the cards for me, they're kind of indicating that it will be, but not for another 4 years. And I know that may be, quite some time away for yourself thinking that, but sometimes we have to work towards our goals, and we have to kind of think, do you know what, I'm going to do this, this and this, and then that will actually lead me in the right direction to where I want to be in life. But there is a happy outcome, because there are the 5 of coins here, and that 5 of coins on that particular card, there is a star, and it just shows here that when you make a wish and you want something to happen, it will happen once you believe in it, and once you focus on it, and once you are determined enough to get that dream as well. So I do hope, Emma, that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show tonight. Time for a quick break. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. It's just gone 11:30 here in Ireland, and if you've just joined me, there's only 30 minutes left of the show, and near the end of the show I will be playing those voice messages. So if you haven't left a voice message for the show, please dial the number. It's 01443 43 57. And I do hope that all the mummies in Ireland had a fantastic day yesterday for Mother's Day. Please let me know what you got up to. I went out, and unfortunately I did ask my mum, did she want to go for dinner, but she said no. So there was nothing I could do. I went out anyway. And she went around visiting her family with my dad as well. But they did have a lovely day, and my mum had a lovely day as well, and I got her some perfume, so she was delighted with that. So do let me know what you got up to as well, and maybe what you bought your mum as well. It's always good to treat your mum, especially on Mother's Day. And it is kind of one of those days, if you've lost your mum and your mum is in spirit, it's one of those days that you try not to think about, because it is a very emotional day. But just know that your mum is always there, no matter what day it is, and your mum is always guiding you no matter what. And that's, with regards to what I do myself as a psychic medium, I know that spirit is there. I speak to, family members who've passed over, and I get guidance. And a lot of people ask, well, how do you get guidance? What happens? Do they appear in front of you or anything like that? They don't. Instead, what happens is it's like kind of someone whispering into my ear, a thought, maybe during a dream. I'll actually see the person walking into my dream, giving me a message that they need to pass on, and that's how it's kind of done. So anyone who gets, dreams, make sure you write down your dreams. They're very, very important, and you'll often find spirit guiding us that way. And maybe just, during maybe a song, maybe a certain song comes on, and that's their way, of letting you know that they're around and that they're safe and well as well. So I do hope, anyone who has lost their mum realises that they're always going to be around us no matter what. Okay, so the next person I would like to read for, I'm just going through the questions here again on Facebook. I'm after losing the page, so I have to go back to the page. Here we are. And the next person I would like to read for is Kira Guy. What will the next month hold for me? And you're in Armagh. No problem at all, Kira. So I'm just gathering the cards. And I did promise you something very, very special before the end of the show. So if you were one of those people that clicked going via that event, which is tonight, I'm on air as you can hear, but if you were one of those people who've clicked going, well, good news everyone, you're actually in the draw for something very, very special. It is a mini audio psychic reading with myself, and that's a private mini audio reading. So during the end of the show I will be picking the winner, but if you're not going to claim it, well, unfortunately it will be void. Now the problem is you only have until tomorrow 6 p.m, so that's Tuesday 6 p.m. Irish time to claim that, otherwise it's void. So if you've clicked going and you're not listening to the show, or you haven't realised that you've won, well, unfortunately that will be void. And all you need to do to claim that, once I've announced the name of the person, is just private message me via Facebook. Just go to Irish Psychic on Facebook. You'll see there the page with over 12,000 fans, and then simply click on the message option there. Now sometimes, depending on what mobile you're on, sometimes the message button doesn't show up, and it's nothing to do with me, it's just the application via the mobile side. But once you're on the laptop, that message button is always there. So just private message me and just say that you've won one of the mini audio readings and obviously include your question as well, and I will get that to you as soon as possible. And the readings will be delivered within a 24-hour period, so don't worry if it's not with you within 5 hours. It can take up to 24 hours for those giveaways to be sent out. Okay, so I'm just looking at the cards now, and this is for Kira Guy. What will the next month hold for me? And you're in Armagh. Okay, but I'm not too sure if you've been thinking about leaving work, or if there's difficulties regarding work, but the cards that are after coming up here are with the Four of Cups in the upright position, and the Four of Cups in the upright position, Kira, is the pregnancy card. So again, I'm not too sure if you're expecting or you're planning on children. Hopefully you are, but please do let me know, because when the Four of Cups comes up, it's always an indication here that the person is pregnant, or usually within the family, very, very close, like a sister, etc., would be pregnant. But I kind of feel it's more related to yourself because you're the Queen of Wands here. So please let me know. Hopefully I've answered your question. It's quite straight to the point here with regards to that. But with regards to the work situation, they're kind of showing here a leave here, and that would be kind of necessary with regards to that in time to come. So I do hope that has answered your question, Kira, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show as well. Okay, the next person I would like to read for, I'm just going through the questions again. I'm actually going to take another question from my main page, which is irishpsychic.net, and all the questions that are sent in via there are via the radio page. So the next person I'd like to read for, just going through the questions here, and we have, I'm actually going to read for Lavina Quigley, and she's in the chat room as well. And Lavina's just asked, what will my future hold for me, and will things get better for my autistic 2-year-old son? No problem at all, Lavina. So I'm just shuffling the cards, and when Spirit tell me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards. And they've just told me to stop, Lavina, so I'm just looking at the cards now. Right, the cards that are after coming up here, Lavina, are we have the Enchantress card, which is one of the major cards. We have the Fool card, that's in the reverse position. We have the Five of Sceptres in the upright position. And we also have the Balance card here as well. Now, I'm going to start off with the Balance card, because when the Balance card comes up here, Lavina, it's quite a significant card to start off with, especially in terms of reading. It's like if things have been quite difficult, and, it's not going to be easy, dealing with the situation at hand, but you need to kind of understand that you are that person that can do that, rather than think that you can't do that, because we all kind of, fear certain situations, and we fear, oh, do you know what, I'm not going to be able to deal with that on my own, and there's different kind of, situations that go on like that, but sometimes it's just the self-belief that we need ourselves, and you have plenty of people around you at the moment, Lavina, that will be helping you, but it's up to you to kind of let them help you, because when the Fool card here is in the reverse position, it's like if you've been turning away an awful lot of help for the simple fact that you don't want to accept it, or you feel that you can't accept it because, how are you going to repay people back? And that's kind of a bad attitude to have in terms of, when someone offers their help, they may not even expect anything. So don't actually automatically think, oh, this person is going to expect something, or I'm never going to be able to pay them back, etc. They're usually offering their services for the simple fact that they actually want to help you, and that can be anyone around with regards family, with regards friends, no matter who it is. If they've offered to help, just say, I would love your help, and I will call you when I need you. And just by giving that, response to them, they will understand that, their request was welcomed, and it was welcomed from you as well, because sometimes it's very easy to say no, and it, it makes no difference with regards, your children here. I'm applying this to everyone, because it's very easy to say no to someone when someone says, oh, can I, give a hand? It often happens to a lot of people. We often say no, and then we kind of regret saying no, and we kind of think, do you know what, I could have done with a hand there, but I said no because I didn't want people to think that, maybe I'm weak, or I can't deal with a certain situation. But it's quite the opposite here, that you need to kind of take on board the help that's been offered to you, and then allow it to actually happen, and use this help if you can, because it will just make you stronger, and it will make you stronger as kind of a family as well. So that's very, very important here as well, Lavina. You also have the Death card here as well, and the Death card come up in the reverse position, followed by the Seven of Swords in the upright position. The Death card is always about a transformation, and because it's in the reverse position, it's like if you're thinking that things aren't changing for you, or you're kind of going to be held back in some way, maybe due to certain situations, maybe with regards work, maybe you have to stay at home an awful lot, and that sometimes can be a negative in terms of your emotional needs. Don't see that as a negative. See that as a positive. See that you can actually deal with any situation now at hand, and you will be that person that it's, that's there first, and your sons can come to you. And that's really, really important, that you understand that you're there and you're that person that can bring that, smile to your son as well. And that's the most important thing that kind of Spirit are kind of passing on to me at the moment. And they're indicating here over the next 7 months, they're kind of quite significant with regards to 7 months, that things will dramatically improve for the better as well, because we have the Horseman of Cups in the upright position, and the Horseman of Cups in the upright position on that particular card, there is loads of roses, and there is a knight on a horse as well. And it just shows here that there will be, I'm not going to say a wish, but there will be that person, there helping you, and it's like that kind of special lift that you needed, is the best way that, kind of Spirit is actually putting it. So I do hope that has answered your question, and give my love as well to your son as well. Okay, time for a quick break. If you would like to leave a voice message, the next person that I'm going to be answering will be a voice message. So the lines are open. It's 01443 43 57. And if you're outside of Ireland, it's 00353 43 43 57. And the line, or the call of the cost, should I say, is just a local landline here in Ireland. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
First time, last time together. We'll be you and me forever. First kiss, last tear is falling. Don't wanna miss your sweet voice calling me. Can't believe that I'm feeling like this, 'cause I'm still getting to know you. Your tears are like summer rain falling on my face again. And anytime I'm close to you, I feel the sunlight shining through. And I just wanna thank you, 'cause you make life so good. Every day you show me something beautiful, and I love you more than I thought I could. Yeah. Two souls, one mind, two hearts that were intertwined. An empty road that I stand upon. I walk alone since you've been gone. I can't believe I'll never see you again, 'cause I just got to know you. My tears are like winter snow. I've got so many miles to go. Anytime I think of you, I see the sunlight shining through. And I just got to thank you, 'cause you made life so good. Every day you showed me something wonderful, and I miss you more than I thought I would. More than I thought I would. thought I could. Yeah. Yes, I miss you. I miss you.
There you go, that was Dean Anthony with I Miss You, and do tune into Dean Anthony on The Voice of Ireland on March the 17th. He is through to the final, or, well, it's not the final, it's the live show, but fingers crossed he does get through to the final. But to me, it is the final because it was kind of one of those, you know, you're kind of looking at the show and you're thinking, oh, please, 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 you know, get through. And for anyone that knows someone who's, you know, got through to the, you know, the live show of The Voice, the best of luck to you. There's plenty of talent here tonight, or should I say in the show. I'm actually getting tired now because I'm freezing and I'm not warm, and that's the problem. So I do slur my speech sometimes when I am tired and when I'm not going to say I'm cranky, but you know, when you know you're freezing, it's one of those things where your mind kind of goes blank. So anyway, what I was saying was when Dean Anthony I told you I'm losing my train of thought now. I said when Dean Anthony is on The Voice of Ireland, it's going to be March the 17th, and for anyone who has someone or knows someone in The Voice of Ireland, the very best of luck to them, because the talent on the show this year, there we go, the talent on the show this year is fantastic. So fingers crossed he goes all the way into the final. There we go, I finally said it in a roundabout way. Okay, so it's time for my first voice caller. Hello, who is there, please?
Hi there, this is Jamie, 17th of March 1977. I used to work in training kitchens in a college. I'm still in contact with these people. I'd love to work back in those kitchens again. Do you see a post opening up where I can get my way back in there any time this year? Anything you could give me on that would be brilliant, and that's in the UK. Love and light to everyone.
Okay, Jamie, no problem at all. So I'm just shuffling the cards now, and you're just wanting to find out will a post open up in terms of a new job or the kind of same area where you were. So I'm just shuffling the cards now. When Spirit told me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards and I'll lay out the cards for your reading. And they've just told me to stop, Jamie, and I'm just laying out the cards now. Right, well, it's quite interesting, the cards that have coming up here, Jamie, because we have the 5 of Swords in the upright position, and on that particular card there is the horseshoe, so that is the symbol of luck. We also have the 7 of Swords. We also have the Fool card here as well, and that came up already. And we also have the Tower card here as well. And the Tower card is always about starting again and starting kind of, I'm not going to say that it's not going to happen, but they're kind of indicating here from the cards that it's, you know, what's kind of done is the best way of putting it. It's like if they're kind of saying, you know, it's happened now, there's not going to be another opportunity in that kind of area or within the same kind of, job front or the same people. So I don't want to kind of be negative, but there is kind of alternatives in terms of what you can take. And they're kind of indicating here with regards to love life, Jamie. I'm not too sure if you're inquiring about that, but the Horseman of Cups come up, and that is the most positive card regarding a love situation. So if you're wondering with regards to love life, etc., the answer is go for it, because you have fantastic cards there. So thank you very much as well for sending in your question as well to the show. And the lines are still open. There is another voice message, so I will be answering that hopefully after the next break, and the number is 014 43 43 57 if you would like to leave a voice message for the show. Okay, so I'm just going to Facebook now again, and I'm just going through the questions here. And Emer O'Driscoll, what does my future hold, career, relationship and family wise, Cork? Okay, well, I'm just going to try and answer all those questions, but there is a few questions there would need kind of a lot of detail in terms of a private reading. So again, I'll just give you a mini reading on that, Emer. So I'm just shuffling the cards now. When Spirit tells me to stop, I'll stop shuffling the cards. Lay out the cards for your reading. And thank you very much to all the people as well who've listened into tonight's show and who's invited all your friends as well. It's very important that you invite your friends to this as well, because you never know, even if you don't want to listen to the show, maybe they would like to listen to the show, and maybe they would like to get a private reading or one of the readings on air as well. So I'm just laying out the cards now, and you're just wondering with regards relationship and career wise, and will I be moving home, family wise, relationship and future as well. Well, Emer, what they're kind of indicating here is the 3 of Swords, and the 3 of Swords, when that particular card comes up, followed by the Lover's card, because there's kind of both cards here with regards relationship. The 3 of Swords always indicates that you need to be kind of protective of your heart in terms of the relationship. The Lover's card is always about a path that needs to be, kind of chosen. It's like if you're not too sure with regards to this relationship, and I don't want to go into too much, details, but that's what they're kind of indicating here. It's like if you're unsure in terms of this relationship. With regards you're asking with regards to career, I kind of feel that there is a move on the cards for you because the 7 of Cups come up, and that's in the upright position as well. But it's kind of something that you've been thinking about doing, but you just don't want to do it just yet. But I do see that that's on the cards for you as well, and it will be very positive for you as well. So if you would like further in-depth information regarding that, Emer, again, I can only go into so much information on the radio. Please just go to irishpsychic.net and you'll see their readings start from €3, which is £2, which is $4. Or if you'd like a full private reading in terms of the audio readings that I do, some of those last up to 30 minutes, and also they can be purchased via irishpsychic.net. Time for another bit of music. This is Sway by Jesse Malin.
Harmonize and the cold southerly turn cartwheels across the sea. They come skipping all around us and the fire burns incandescently. I trail my fingertips up and down your hips, drum one from the battle. Roll a smoke and try to be philosophical. Such spellbound, dumbfounded by the way that you move. You just look my way and sway. To explore inside these four walls. Never mind these four walls. Say, how about your mind? Should we lay on top for hours? Our religion, politics, and our purpose. Shall we contemplate that universe? Or maybe just get high. I will read you little extracts from Gadara to Kerouac. You would teach me what it means to be vulnerable and free. We can let go of all inhibition. We'll learn not to be afraid. You just look my and sway. Your beauty means mine, embrace and rolling, and feel the goosebumps when you're around. Your tempo makes my heart beat. Keeps it beating aloud, and I don't want this feeling to ever stop now. Sway.
There you go, that was Sway by Jesse Malin. Well, I did promise you something very, very special before the end of the show, and it is that time. If you've clicked attending on the event via Facebook, which is Free Psychic Readings March the 11th, 2013. Well, guess what? You could be a winner. And the two winners that I'm picking for a private mini audio reading with myself are... Can we have the drum roll, please? Wrong drum roll, but never mind. The two winners are... We have Jennifer Mary Whaley, and you're in Mullingar, so congratulations, Jennifer Mary Whaley. And we also have Carol Delaney. And Carol, I'm not too sure where you're from, but I think it's Glasnevin. So congratulations to you both. You've both won a mini psychic audio reading with myself. And to claim that, you have until 6 p.m. tomorrow, March the 12th. And to claim that, all you need to do is just go to my main page, which is irishpsychic.net. Sorry, no, you can claim it via Facebook. What am I saying? Because you're actually on Facebook. My mistake. I told you I'm tired. It's now nearly midnight, so do forgive me. So just go on to Facebook, go to Irish Psychic, which is my fan page, and click on the private message function there, and you will see there. I think all it says is it just says message, but just click that and just say, hi, I'm after winning one of the psychic readings, and my question is as follows. But you do need to claim it before 6 p.m. tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm afraid it is void. So congratulations to you both. But I will be doing that from now on at certain particular times. So again, if you've not attended one of these events, well then obviously you can't win. But once you do attend the event, you never know, you may be in for a draw that you're not even aware of. And that's why it's kind of going to be special for the winners as well, because if you're listening into the show, you can be screaming there now, knowing that you've won one of those free psychic. Well, it's not free. It's free for you because you're after winning, but you know what I mean. It's one of the audio readings. Okay, so for my final reading, I'm afraid, because I'm actually falling asleep here because it is late. It's now just coming up to midnight. And it was kind of late when I went to bed last night due to the cold. I'm not too sure if anyone else is the same, but when I'm freezing or when you're cold, you just can't fall asleep. So it was kind of one of those sleepless nights. So the next person I would like to read for, and the final person I'd like to read for, is... I'm thinking after reading... Did I read for Debbie? I didn't, actually, I don't think. Or did I read for Debbie? I think I did, I'm not too sure. Because the question kind of sounds the same. Okay, so the next person that I'd like to read for is... Right, Karen Byrne. Is there something nice to look forward to for me? Need a major change in a positive way? No problem at all. So I'm just gathering the cards now, Karen. And you are the final person of the night. And again, for anyone who's missed the show tonight, you can catch the podcast right after the show finishes. And also the next show is on Wednesday at 11 p.m. And there will be another event created for Wednesday's show. So once you see that event via the Facebook page, simply join it, invite all your friends. And I'll be putting it up right after this show. And there's cards flying out here, so that's a good sign here, Karen. So I'm just looking at the cards, and you're just asking, is there something nice to look forward to for me? Need a major change in a positive way? Okay, well, they're indicating here from the cards, we have the 5 of Scepters, which came up already, which is a very, very positive card. We have the King of Coins, that represents a male around you. And we also have the 10 of Coins in the reverse position, followed by the 9 of Wands as well. They're indicating here that things will change, but it's kind of like if there's kind of issues surrounding, I'm not going to say love, but it's like if there's issues surrounding a particular person at the moment, because that's where the King of Coins would come up, and maybe you've fallen out with someone or something like that, or maybe, you've got the wrong gist of a story or something like that. It's like if, Spirit's kind of showing me here a book that's been opened and, a story has been told, but it's not the story that has happened, if that makes sense. It's like if there's, 2 sides to this particular story. I do feel things will change. I kind of feel over the next 7 weeks that things will change, and for the positive as well. So it's just a matter of looking forward to that. But again, dealing with the situation that has happened, it's like if there has been a situation that has happened here as well. So I do hope that that has answered your question, and thank you very much as well for sending in your question to the show as well. Well, I'm afraid that is it for Monday night show. It's just gone midnight here, and a lot of people go to bed early, and even including myself, I should have gone to bed ages ago, but I can't because I do this show from 11 p.m. until 12 midnight, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So if you didn't get a reading on tonight's show, you can hopefully get a reading on Wednesday's show. And don't forget that telephone line is open. If you'd like to leave a voice message for Wednesday's show, you have a 90% better chance getting a reading if you leave a voice message. And the number to call is 01 443 43 57. And if you're outside of Ireland, it's 00353 1443 43 57. But all the details can be found via Facebook and via irishpsychic.net as well. Can I just thank everyone as well via the chat room for keeping everyone company. Juliana Kelly, Lavinia Quigley, and also Alana Moore as well, and everyone else who joined the chat room as well tonight. It's always good to keep in touch via that way as well, and it keeps, I kind of think that the show flies by, being honest. It doesn't actually feel like an hour. It only feels like if it's been on for 5 minutes. So until Wednesday at 11 p.m, do join me then. Thank you very much for joining me. Take care and have a fantastic night. And do, if you are driving, make sure that you are very, very careful on the roads, especially tomorrow morning. And now they're really, really icy. They're very, very dangerous. So please pass the message around as well. Take care. From myself, Irish Psychic. Good night.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.